NVFS, or Northern Virginia Family Service, works to help individuals go from wherever they are to a place where they're thriving in their lives. So literally the spectrum of services, from homeless shelters and emergency food programs, through early Head Start and childhood education, through gang violence intervention and prevention in high schools, access to medical care, immigration law, up to our side of the house, which is workforce development.
So a former staff member of ours who used to actually work at the Community Foundation before she came to work for us had known Training Futures for years. And so she was the original person who reached out to figure out who it is that might be a good fit for the open position that we had here as our administrative assistant. As we were talking to those candidates, it was clear to us that Kamina was going to be a potentially great fit for us.
In the last 4 years, we continue to see really great success with Training Futures, which is really exciting because it's a 20-year-old program. This is our 20th anniversary year, and we're still seeing really strong outcomes. Specifically, we're able to serve about 95 individuals a year. We have an average graduation rate of about 85 to 90% graduate. Within 6 months of graduation, we see about 75% get those living wage career track jobs.
But they really took it seriously, that they were trying to find people who had the right skills to do a good job, and that they were really focused on finding the right candidate.
So I think the thing that's most impactful about Training Futures on the lives of our graduates is that they're able to come in, and within 6 months, they're able to learn just enough skills that really helps them feel like they are an asset and they do have something to add to the business community.
I was working at Home Depot and I randomly got an email from Nova because they always send out random alerts, and it's like, oh, trying to increase your hourly wage and you want to work in, corporate America versus retail. Look at Training Futures. That sounds perfect.
The thing that really sets us apart is that we create a simulated business environment where every day our trainees come to us Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. as if they're coming to a corporate job.
We had about 6 different classes that we took at the time. We did business English. We had something called Speakers Club. We did keyboarding, Microsoft Office, business math, and medical terminology.
The person who is kind of the front face of that organization has to be really ready to work on a lot of different things at the same time. I would have to tell you that we've had turnover in this particular position because it is so challenging.
Beth came to me one day and she was like, hey, I just got this email about this really great job in DC working for a nonprofit. And I remember when she handed me the job description, and it was for the administrative assistant position here at the National Skills Coalition, and I read it and I was like, wow, this is like too good to be true. This is the kind of thing that you would want after doing the program.
We got to meet about 4 or 5 different candidates that we thought had both the right motivation and the right technical skills to fill that spot. But as we were talking to those candidates, it was clear to us that Kamina was going to be a potentially great fit for us. What she needed some technical training if she was going to make it into a setting such as that we have here. And I think that, it's clear that she got the right training. It's clear that she was the right person for this position. But even as she's growing in the position, we've had an ongoing relationship with Training Futures. They're continuing to provide her support and coaching to kind of help her succeed through this first year of employment, because we think that's going to put her on a pathway to growth and success here for hopefully a long time to come.
More importantly, I think one of the things that we learned is just being accepting of other people that are always around you. When you really spend 6 months with different people, you really get your eyes open to the fact that you're not the only person with problems. You start to care about the people that are around you.
A story about a graduate that will always stick with me is one of a really young trainee we had. He found his way to us and he just thrived. He actually got a job. It was as an admin assistant, but he had specialized duties for Java and doing some of the IT stuff. So he ended up earning about $40,000 a year, and the impact it had on him being able to find a pathway was just really exciting.
Oh, we'll definitely continue to work with Training Futures for future candidates. As I said, they're already providing support to Kamina now. And as our organization grows, and if we have more positions that they can fill, they would be the first place we would go.
To me, it felt like it would be an opportunity of me giving back because, you know, for as long as this organization has been established, they've been fighting for opportunities for people like me that needed a second start in life.
We're incredibly satisfied with the relationship. As a customer, I feel like I've been well served. As somebody who cares about folks like Kamina who are looking for a good job, I think she's been well served by them. So I think for all of us, I think it's been a really good fit.